I think I was in America for the third time. Before that, I first came for 2 months, then for a couple of days for the Oscars ceremony. Every time I was there, I met people who dream of staying, or had already stayed. They all believe that America is where the power is. Danila came there for the first time, and probably for the last, because he had done everything he needed to. Strangely enough, America wasn't necessary for him. Like him, I didn't really love America either. It had been praised too much, and before that, criticized, which made it doubly unpleasant. But it turned out to be very different. For the first time in my life, I flew straight into Los Angeles. The first thing I saw was the red sunset sinking into the ocean. Beneath it, the palms were swaying along the boardwalk. Under one of the palms stood a car with flashing lights. And on the asphalt lay a black man in handcuffs with a cop sitting on top of him, holding a Colt. Only rap music was playing. "Welcome to the USA," commented the driver riding with me. And indeed, this was how I had imagined the city ever since I was in school. I didn't need to come for this. Later, I found out that America has homeless people, subways, churches, peach fields, abandoned gas stations, dirt roads where groundhogs run around. There are bearded old men who live in these places with big hearts, and there's much more. If you buy a cheap car in New York and drive it to Chicago, across half the country, you'll see all of it. That's what we did. It was written into the script. Although Danila's car broke down almost immediately, while I drove nearly 800 miles on my ride. It was a 1975 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. In Russia and the West, we're all searching for inner freedom, for a source of power. We went there because today, it's the main place in the world where things happen, where money flows, where movies are made, where stars live. Danila Bagrov had to be there. But where is that power really? I think it's inside a person. It's already clear that it's not in America. In fact, there's no power there at all. I keep thinking, is there really such a person? A young guy like Danila, or maybe a bit older, just out of the army or still serving, living in some small town, who would, without any money, connections, or language skills, head to the other side of the world just because he had to help his brother's army buddy? No one asked him, and he wasn't obligated to anyone. Doesn't he have his own things to do, his own time to spend? Why, for what reason? There is an answer, because it had to be done. There's no other way. It's clear as day, so he must exist, someone like him. Yes, he definitely exists. I want to be like him. I don't know. Personally, I want to. Another question is, could you do the same, like he did? I have a strange relationship with him. He's both like me and unlike me. In some ways, simpler, and in others, more mature. In the end, he's really like a brother.